My name is Beverly Rosenbaum. I grew up thinking it was normal for mothers to wake up screaming from nightmares, not realizing how unique and troubling that was until I was old enough to understand what her nightmares were about. My mother, Margot Brenner Block, was born in Berlin in 1926. She was the oldest of three children in a close-knit, loving family. When she was just 7 years old, Hitler came to power, and her life changed dramatically as the rights of Jews in Germany steadily eroded. On November 9, 1938, during Kristallnacht, her home and its attached fur store were almost destroyed. Her parents had been trying to obtain visas to get out of Germany, and after that night were even more desperate to do so. Sadly, they faced impossible quotas and closed doors. At age 14, my mother was taken from her grandparents' home in Poland, separated from the rest of her family, and sent to the concentration camps. She spent the next 4 years enduring unimaginable starvation, dehumanization, and brutality, working as a slave laborer in multiple camps. She held on to her humanity in whatever way she could through small acts of defiance. While working in a munitions factory, she deliberately put the incorrect amount of powder into the weapons she was making. During one of the selections, she was put on the line to go to the gas chambers. Miraculously, a female Nazi guard pulled her off the line saying, "You look like one of us. You're too pretty to be a Jew." My mother was very beautiful with blonde hair and blue eyes. She responded, "I am a Jew, and I'm proud of it." I don't know which aspect of this story is more remarkable, the fact that she wasn't killed on the spot for saying this, or the fact that she had the courage to say this under such life and death circumstances. What kept my mother going was her unshakable belief that she would ultimately be reunited with her family after the war. After liberation, however, she learned that her entire family had been killed. 18 years old, she was completely alone in the world. 2 years after the war, she emigrated to America, where she met my wonderful father, an American, who made her feel safe, loved, and secure again. I was their only child, and the three of us could not have been closer. Germany was a country that evoked profound anguish and pain for my parents. Neither of them could imagine ever setting foot there. So when I learned the AJC Global Forum was going to be held in Germany, I felt tremendously conflicted and wrestled with the decision of whether I could attend. I eventually came to the conclusion that it was not only okay for me to go, but it was important. With anti-Semitic incidents occurring in Germany and across Europe, this would have been a unique opportunity to stand together, more than 2,000 people strong, to advocate against anti-Semitism, to proudly show our Jewish identity, and raise the voices that my mother's family did not have in the 1930s. I'm participating in the AJC Virtual Global Forum and proudly engage in AJC's work to perpetuate the legacy of my beloved mother with her indomitable spirit, courage, and strength, and of her beloved family who perished in the Shoah. Today, I'm here to say that I consider it a privilege and my responsibility to do all that I can to combat the alarming resurgence of anti-Semitism and to ensure Israel's security and rightful place in the world. Like my mother on the Nazi selection line, I will never be afraid to say I'm a proud Jew. I do this for my mother and her family because they did not have a voice. Fortunately, I do.